Hey, Icy, how are you? How's it going? Hey, Remy, how are you? Hey, Gamer, how are you? How's everybody doing? What's everybody doing? Happy Sunday. Hey, Dream Bean, how are you? How's it going? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Would you be? Hey, Jean, how are you? Hey, Co, how are you? Thumbs it up. Are you gonna be passing? What do you call it? Sorry. Okay, can you hear me now? Um, Live. Are you still connected? Because I think it's really important that we kind of take a moment as we're all trying to grow our channels and, make new friends and connect people we think we're already connected to, because those people are valuable. Just because you've already made that connection, you want to make sure that circling back with them just to continue to show your appreciation, because without them, losing them could negatively affect in the future. I was in somebody's live earlier and they just said, make sure you're still connected. Hey, how are you? Thumbs it up. Make sure you're still connected with the people you've already made those connections with. And that's really, really important, especially as we grow, because we want, like, when we all blow up, because we're all going to blow up, it's good to just remember the people who were there with you before anybody knew who you were. Like, I think that's really important. It's really nice to just say, I remember, when we were all, trying to get to our first 1,000, and always, thank you for leaving a like. We were trying to get to our first 1,000 or first 2,000, or wherever you are, your first 500, wherever you are, like within your subscriber count or your watch hours. I think it's just important to make sure that we circle back with the people that, were grinding with us from the very beginning. And so that's why this live for me is dedicated to just circling back with you all who are here now while I'm still small and still trying to grow. And I want to connect with you all and circle back with you all and just say, hey, how's it going? What's new? What's doing? And we can all kind of talk about, our growing pains, or, what we hope to achieve, and how where we've been thinking about, like, this whole journey, because it is a journey. So I just wanted to pop in really quick. I was just live when they said make sure you're still connected. I know me personally, there have been, when I'm looking at my numbers behind the scenes, there have been so many lost subscribers. And in part, that could be because people are doing the whole subscribing and unsubscribing thing. That's not something that I've ever done. And so, like, when I connect with the person, like, we're connected. Like, that's it. There's nothing hurting me at all in any way, and no reason why I would need to unsubscribe. It hurts me in no way, shape, or form to unsubscribe. And it's great to see all of you all's content in my subscription feed. Those that are the same as mine, that are different, great to, just see what everybody's talking about and see what's interesting to you all and what you've chosen to share and see how that relates to what I've chosen. It up. So happy Sunday. We're just hey Castro, thanks for joining. Thumbs it up. So I just wanted to come back here with you all and just say, like, take a minute, even if it's just one day while you're trying to grow your own channel, to just make sure that you are still actually, hey Royal, thanks for joining. Happy Sunday. Make sure you thumbs it up. Make sure that you're still connected with the people you already think you're connected to, because when I'm like trying to make those connections and grow in other people's like lives or on other platforms, I'll go and forget that I was connected to someone and be like, oh, I'm already got you. This is great. Okay. And then I'm like looking at your videos, like, oh, what are you talking about? Like your most recent video, see what you're kind of putting out there right now. And so it's refreshing when you take the time. Hey, Elite Fitness, welcome. Thumbs it up. It's great to just see, hey, you're friendly. How are you? Thumbs it up. It's really great to go back, circle back, and make sure you're still connected. Because like I was saying, when I was looking at my numbers and the amount of subscribers that I've lost, I know in some cases, those are not people who are subscribing. And then when I subscribe, they're going back and unsubscribing. Because for one, while I've been focusing on trying to grow and make those connections, I don't have time, while I'm also creating my own content, to go back to people's pages and hit unsubscribe. So I know in some cases that would be King YouTube doing that. Because for the people, I genuinely feel like the majority of the subscribers, it says that I lost in my account. I feel like that is YouTube unsubscribing us or unconnecting us, and it's never been me doing that. And so, hey, Brian, thanks for, the purge. So I know I'm not doing it. So I know YouTube is doing it. And I just want to make sure everybody that I try to make that connection with, that I'm on my end, I'm still connected. So even if YouTube has unsubscribed them from me, I want to make sure I'm connected. So, and since I've been doing this, and since I've been doing the networking and stuff over time, I see that I'm seeing the same people. So I'm becoming more familiar with all of us smaller channels in the community. And so I'm seeing the same names. And so I know that we're all working and we're all trying. Hey, Brian, how are you? Thanks for joining. Happy Sunday. Just having a quick chat. So I know that, we're all working and we're all trying, and it all means less. And so I just want to make sure that, I've still held up my end by being a supporter of you all's. And so hey Andy, how are you? Good luck with your studies. I try to stay connected with my supporters, even though my numbers are small. Right. It's like, hey, Juan, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Don't forget to thumbs it up. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that, hey, Royal, how are you? That on my end, I've done the same. I've done what I said I would do by making those connections. It's very important, and it's great, even if it's just one day. It's one day, and you try to hit everybody you can find. You may not be able to go through your entire, subscribers list. If you're a person that's trying to connect and you're fine with connecting for connecting, just make sure that, because you can't control when YouTube does their purge. So you want to make sure, just follow up. It doesn't take a long time to do that. And even if you can't get through everybody in your list, just do it periodically. Maybe once a month, you dedicate that day to just going back to the friends you've already made, especially when you're rotating and everybody's making friends and you're visiting the new friends that you've made and you're looking at their content, reading their comments, entering their lives. You get to know each other, and we all see each other all around. And it's just really good to know that, hey, once you've already made a connection, that you're holding true to that and you're trying to stick with it, even if, hey, doctor, thanks for joining, that you're sticking with, you're part of it. So I myself have witnessed, literally from myself, I know, like I made the connection with you before. And then I go back to your page and I'm not connected anymore. I'm like, I didn't do that. What is going on? YouTube is messing with me. Hey D Squad, I built some amazing connections with small YouTubers. I'm very right, me too. And so I've met so many, literally, I never, and I have like all the social medias, you know, like your Facebook and stuff, your Instagram. But I've met so many people, and not physically met, but like through YouTube, met so many people from all across the world, from Scotland. Hey, Maniconda Films, how are you? Thanks for joining us. We're just having a quick convo. I just wanted to kind of promote us making sure that we're connected with the people, still connected with the people we already tried to connect with, because we know that like, hey, Yusa, how are you? Thanks for joining. Don't forget to thumbs it up. I just want to make sure that we're all mindful of staying connected to those that we were already connected with, that we already think we've connected with, just to maintain that. And that could be if you have a bunch of time watching their videos, but at a minimum, just going back to their page, making sure that YouTube did not unconnect you, because YouTube has unconnected me from people I know I already connected with. And when I go back, I'm like, wait, I know I was with you. They're like literally people I see daily. Like we're rotating from the same people's pages and the same videos. And I'm like, I didn't do that. I know YouTube did that. And so with as many friends as I have lost, YouTube is telling me subscribers are lost. I know, I think it's highly unlikely that that many people literally went back, took the time, because it takes time. I know some people are doing it, but it takes time to go back to people you subscribe to and then unsubscribe. Like, I know people are actually doing it. I don't have the time for that. I have a job and I'm a full-time student and I'm trying to be a full-time creator. So I wouldn't do that. So I know that YouTube is purging. It says YouTube also mess with your notifications a lot as your subs grow. What do you mean? Royal, they mess with your notifications. I know that YouTube is, they playing me. Like they're messing with me. And when I think about it, and so I'm gonna make it my business when I'm, of course, looking at all of, who is Sherry Macmillan, lost 1,000 subscribers from the first. See, that's insane. That's a lot. And you know what? I could understand getting rid of inactive users, or getting rid of accounts that are not active. They definitely are about 2 months or so ago. So many people, yeah. So I feel like since I'm so small, I'm a small, super small channel, you know, in comparison to many bigger YouTubers. And so once you get over 1,000 subs, people who turned on their notifications will get them very late. Yeah, no, and you know, it's funny. I'm actually subscribed to people, and I like bigger YouTubers, and I literally, like specifically YouTubers that I like, go to them to find their content. I will have already watched the video that they posted, and then I'll get an email like a day or two later. Oh, hey, so-and-so posted this video. I'm like, I already watched that. So if I wasn't going, like actually like seeking them out to watch their videos, like I would be totally late behind the curve. So I know if that's happening to like larger YouTubers that have like 50, 60, 70, over 100, hundreds of thousands, YouTube's not thinking about little old us. Yes, she had 3,000 and worked her butt off just to lose 1,000. That, I'm just thinking about how many man hours I put in to grow, and I'm still small. If I actually lost 1,000, I would be like absolutely devastated. Like absolutely devastated. I get notifications late on comments even after I've already replied. Yeah. And what I didn't realize was that I didn't make the connection. I didn't even make the connection until I heard somebody else talking about it. That like I had, when for your comments, when you have words blocked in your comments, like if you get any comment with this word or that includes that word, and you know, hold it for review or block it all together. YouTube decides what they call spam. And so I'm looking in my comments and I have spam comments, and I also have specifically words I blocked, like if someone comes across with these words, hold it. So I think we have been getting double notifications lately on comments and likes. Has happened to you? Double? I haven't gotten double notifications, but I just feel like I don't. And you know what's funny? There are people that I subscribe to. What I've also noticed, there are people that I have subscribed to. And then later on, I decide if I want to hit the notification bell, like to be notified about their content. And so when I go back and try to, like if I'm already subscribed, like if you don't hit the notification bell as soon as you subscribe to them, the only way to get the notification bell for me is to unsubscribe and then subscribe again. And then I can hit the bell. It's like you can't go back later and hit the bell unless you do it as soon as you first subscribe to them. The weather in Chicago, it's a little cold. It stopped snowing, but there's still snow on the ground. I actually walked today for like 15 minutes outside, and it was kind of cold, but it was like completely manageable. So yeah, so that's kind of just my thinking. Like when I'm looking at my lost subscriber count, and I'm pretty sure, I feel fairly confident, because it's happened to me where I've subscribed to somebody and then go back to them and I'm not subscribed anymore, that YouTube definitely unsubscribes people from you. I don't know how they decide, because everybody has their theories, like, oh, you didn't leave a comment, or oh, you didn't watch a minute of the video. Everybody has some different numbers, and you can't believe any of it unless it's actually published somewhere in the Creator Studio. So I don't know where any of these facts are actually published, but I also know, just initially, I have always, when I decide to connect with someone, left a comment. Like since the beginning of time, I've always left a comment when I and it can literally be the simplest comment, like one sentence, hey, new friend here, or something. Like I'll say, hey, just letting them know I'm new, great video, hope we can be friends. I've always left a comment. And so when I go in to look at my subscriptions and how many subscribers I have significantly subscribers than subscriptions. So I feel like, and it's almost similar to the count of lost subscribers I have. So I feel like in those cases, YouTube is unsubscribing people. And I do think it could, maybe the comments have some effect on it. Like if you don't comment, you basically are wasting your and my time. There's no point in subscribing if you don't comment, because it's not. And so that's why I feel like I'm subscribed to more people than are subscribed to me, because I always leave a comment in there. There have been so many days that I've gone to bed like, yes, I'm at this number. And then I wake up in the morning and YouTube is like, you're funny. Psych. Let me show you what you're really at. And so at this point, I'm not even upset by it anymore, because it's just happened so many times. I'm like, okay, just got to keep being the little engine that could. Thanks for joining. Hey, Mackenzie, what's up, girl? How you doing? Happy Sunday. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and say, everybody just take a day, take a couple minutes, especially the people that you're not normal, like the smaller YouTubers that you are, friends with, but you're not watching every day. Just make sure you are Gucci. How are you? I'm pretty good. I'm kind of hungry. I do need to eat something soon. But yeah, just make sure you're still connected with those that you think you're connected with, because YouTube has their own way of doing things and making friends for you. And so that's what I've been trying to do today, especially while I'm, mixing and mingling, just going back. And I'm like, hey, yeah, I know we're friends. I definitely know. Because I literally am going through somebody's life and I'm like, oh, I'm friends with you. I'm friends with you. Like, I know everybody. And then you go to their page and you're not subscribed. And I'm like, wait, I didn't do that. I think that it's important to just make sure you're actually still. Hey, PJ and SG, how are you? Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to thumbs it up. PJ, so have you taken time to go back while you're trying to grow and make sure that you're still connected with everyone that you already think you're connected with, because that's something that I think is important and that I am trying to do, because as I'm looking at, you know, the number of friends that I've lost, I realize that like that's in some cases that's probably YouTube doing a purge. And so I want to make sure that everybody that I have already established a connection with, I'm still connected to. And that's really, because you can't control who you lose, but you can make sure that you don't contribute to to that situation by making sure that you're still connected. If you've already agreed, how many times does you purge? I've never daily. Honestly, I feel like daily. My numbers fluctuate daily, literally daily. Literally daily. It is some, and initially I was like so hurt. I was so hurt by it. I'm used to it now, but I grew fairly quickly. So I guess it's just a part of the growing pains. I actually grew exceptionally quick. And so in that, literally daily, like I'm telling you, I will, like I said earlier, I will go to bed with a number and be like, oh my God, this is great. This is wonderful. And I will wake up. So I'm talking just making sure that you go back and make sure you're actually still friends with people that you already made connections with on your end. I'm not talking about not worrying about continuing to grow. And I'm not saying don't still try to continue to grow, but to have integrity in what you're committing to and what you said you're going to do, making sure that you go back and check that you are still connected with people you've already made connections with on your end, because that's all you can do. You can't control, because I've lost a significant number of subscribers as I've been trying to make connections. And I know in some cases that's not people like subscribing and then unsubscribing. I know that that is YouTube unsubscribing. So I think yeah. So I had the same fluctuation. It's just, do you know why some people's subs show on it? Oh yeah. So my subs do not show on my channel. And that's a feature you can go in and do. So I've hidden the number of subs. That's actually a feature you can select. You have to be on the computer, but you can go in and you can choose to hide the number of subs you have, as well as hide the channels that you are subscribed to. And so it's just if you have that setting on or off or not. You have that option. Like my subs are private. Like everything is private. So nobody can see who I'm subscribed to, and nobody can see who's subscribed to me. Yeah. Yeah. And some people don't care. But for me, I hid all of that because I feel like watching mine, I don't want to be distracted, and it's not a competition with like other people. Like I know like what goals I have personally for myself. So I just want to like keep that to myself, if that makes any sense. And so I don't want, it's great to, for me, it works better to just be private. I know what I'm reaching for. And so I get to hit that without the pressure of other people like commenting, hey, you're here and you're not there. So I just chose to make mine private, even from the beginning. And so even now, having reached my 1,000, the first 1,000, I still private just because it's worked for me so far. So why change it? I've debated on hiding mine. I just love when people encourage me and when I hit certain milestones. Right. And so and here's another thing too, though, with that double-edged sword. What I realized I was doing is, as I was trying to grow, I would literally go to somebody and, you know, try to make connections and see, well, you have 500 times more subscribers than I am. I think I'm embarrassed to ask you, do you want to make connections? And you'll have people like I have, and it's actually surprising to me now, having gotten my 1,000, I have smaller than me channels. I'm still itty bitty. 1,000 is not a lot at all. But that's the goal everybody's trying to get to, you know, right? But having channels that have way less subscribers than me at 1,000, like 26 or 50 or 200 or 500 or 700, having channels that have less subscribers than me, I don't want them to look at me at just having my 1,000 and be like, oh, I can't ask her because, you know, she's a bigger YouTuber or whatever. You get what I'm saying? It's like perception, because I felt that way about asking people that have 6,000 or 5,000 subscribers, hey, do you want to connect? And some of them, if having that much, are like, yeah, sure, with it. And then you have others that are like, I don't do that, but that's fine. So I don't want anybody to feel that way about me. Like I felt that way about some other people. So it works both ways. For me, it helps me just know that I'm only competing with myself. Like I'm not competing with anybody else. And I have my own personal goals that work for me and my lifestyle and what I'm trying to achieve for myself. And so by keeping everything private, I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, you lose some of the encouragement, but I've also announced as I've hit certain milestones myself on my own channel, like, hey, when I made my first 100, I made an announcement, and my sub count was not public, but I made the announcement and people were encouraging. So you could do that as well if you choose to keep your stuff private. But yeah, I don't want anybody to feel like, you know, they wouldn't want to ask me to connect, because there's plenty of content out there and plenty of creators out there that I don't know yet because they're just starting or we haven't bumped into each other yet. So I just want to make sure that I'm leaving myself open to be approached by any and everybody. So that's why, another reason why I keep it private. So yeah, you have that option too. And I don't know if I really don't know if I'll ever even turn it on, no matter how big I grow, because it helps. I feel like while views can sometimes be an indication of how many subscribers you have, sometimes they're not. And so I want to I kind of want to be like, stay like a blank slate. And so if I have a video, hopefully with a nice thumbnail and a nice title, then I can, hopefully somebody would be interested in my content and they would just check it out regardless of what my subscriber count is or not. And genuinely, what I'm realizing now is that your subscriber count means nothing when it comes to watch time, which is the harder thing to get. Anybody can get subscribers. Any and everybody can get some subscribers, but any and everybody cannot get that watch time. Watch time is what will make or break you. Like it'll be, I'm telling you, if you do not have your 1,000 left, if you do not have your 1,000 yet, I am telling you, please believe me, because I'm only like 3 days into my 1,000. And what I've truly realized is your watch time is far more important than subscribers. Far more important than subscribers, because your watch time determines if you're effective. Because literally, like I said, I think I said it yesterday or the day before, I have, hey Rattle Trap, thanks for coming in. Happy Sunday. Thumbs it up. Literally, I've had videos that have less views, but my watch time is outrageous. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, shocked my own self. Like, I was like literally shocked. I had to double check it. Like, oh my God, how many hours is that on this video? Like where I have other videos with more clicks, views are just clicks, y'all. Views are just clicks. They are not. If I see somebody that has 17 views, and like who was a great example of that? Literally, it's a smaller YouTuber. I won't say her name, but when she said it in the chat, I was like, oh my God. Hey McKenna, how are you? Thanks for joining. Don't forget to thumbs it up. We're just chatting. When she was in the live, and when she said she already had her watch hours and she only got like 200 subscribers, I was like, you have the watch hours and you only have 200 subscribers? You actually have quality like connections. And I was like, wow, that is so much. You are so much more efficient and effective long term if you have people that actually want to stay with you, if that makes any sense. Like, and when I think about it, it makes total sense, because even before I became a creator, there have been like YouTubers I've literally been watching religiously for years and years and years. I never commented on a video. I never liked a video. I never I'm telling you, I have like religiously, like I didn't even need to be in the notification game because I went to search for them because I've been watching for years because they were consistent and I could depend on them. And it was like I was growing with them. But like they got all my watch time. like all the watch time. I'm giving them all the watch time. I will literally spend an hour or two a day between them, just going daily for years. I realized that. And then I realized that's how you're most effective, because if they're peddling a product, if they're selling me something they've tried, now I want to try it. Like I had never had a prime example. It's this larger YouTube. Her name is Minx for All, and she only does like luxury handbag videos. Like she buys luxury, like Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, like Fendi, Hermes, all that stuff. I've been watching her for years, and I've never commented on a video. I've never liked a video. I've never disliked her video. I'm not even a part of her notification gang, but I actually go to search for her. And she said something like she liked Vans. I didn't know what a Van was. Never, it's a gym shoe. I had no idea what a Van was. And she said, I spend a lot of money on like comfortable, affordable shoes like Vans. And so then she showed some Vans and I was like, oh, those are cute. Got my first pair of Vans because she recommended them. But so yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm rambling, but it's like, I just feel like that's most important. That's how you know you're effective. You know you're being effective, and you know you'll actually grow. The only way you'll grow is if you're being effective. And clicks and views are not the most important. I used to do that until I started my channel, so I like and comment all the time now. Right. So I genuinely had no idea that commenting, I didn't know anything about YouTube in terms of like number of subscribers, watch analytics, none of that until I became a creator. And so all these years, and now thinking about all these years of me watching these larger YouTubers, that's power. Like they have power, because even if you're not commenting, even if you're not liking, even if you're not, and that's how they're effective with sponsorships and partnerships, because they have my attention. And that's how you know you're effective. My long-term attention. It's like, yeah, the views, like the number of views. You have people who literally only have 1.2 hours, 1.2 subscribers now, let's just say. They already got their watch time. Why? Because they're being effective with making those connections enough to get people to keep coming back. That's what's harder to do, because literally, like I said, for years and years, I've been watching all the larger YouTubers. I watch every single video. I'm not even in, I have never clicked the bell. I have never liked, I've never commented, but I'm going to watch every single video that you've posted from beginning to end for years. Like, for example, Valencia's life. She lives in Florida. I don't know if anybody knows about her. I really like family channels, because I feel like there's a lot of crap reality TV that just gives us all a bad name. So I don't really like watch TV. So I specifically went to YouTube because I could pick exactly what kind of content I wanted to watch. And so like she's a family channel, and I've been watching her for like 3-4 years. Never commented on her video, never liked her video, never thumbs down her video. I'm not in her notification gang either. But every single video she posts, I watch from beginning to end. Every single video. I know all her business. I know all her life as if I was in her real family. And that is real, what do you call it? Influence. She's actually an influencer in my life. And so getting the subscribers is the easy part. Getting the watch time is the hard part. So I understand why YouTube would have some sort of requirement on the the amount of watch time you need, because if they're trying to make money off you, they want to know you're actually going to be a money maker. You actually have to have the connection and the influence to get people to go out and try something. Like all of these online stores like Fashion Nova, or like, I don't know about the rest of them, like Shein, or, just any of these Pretty Little Things, all these places where you go online and stuff. Those places are popular because you've got YouTubers who have people who actually value their opinion for trying things, like repping them. Yeah. So it's like, when I think about that, it's like if you don't have your 1,000, and you should have no other goal. Because literally too, you don't even need the subscribers, because if you don't even need to like do the sub for sub or the connect for connect, if you're truly efficient and effective in making your connections with your viewers. because your viewers will share you. Your viewers are actually going to share you with other people they know. There's been so many times before I was a YouTube creator. How do you feel about celebrities starting YouTube channels and trying to make... Okay, so about that, I feel like what I've noticed is that the celebrities who are not, what do I say? They're not that they're not as popular, but I feel like YouTube is a great place for celebrities whose careers have kind of died, but are still talented. Because your career could die, but you're just not popping right now. Like, but you're still talented. You still have the same talent you had before. I think, hey, Nappy, how are you? Hey, Smokey, thanks for coming in. Thumbs it up. I feel like for example, who's one where I just noticed she had a channel. Hey, 89, how are you? A. Marie. So she's a singer. And she's been, a singer since forever. And she has a beautiful voice, but she's definitely not popping right now. And she has a YouTube channel, which I just stumbled upon a couple weeks ago. Yeah, A. Marie. And she talks about like books and stuff. And I was like, oh, actually felt happy for her, because I was like, your voice is beautiful. You're not like a hot item right now, but you're still very talented. And so it's another way for her to make some money. I was like, good for you. Like, I was happy she's not dying, because you have people like that society right now doesn't say is the best or is hopping, and you don't have access to them if they're not being played on the radio, and if they're not necessarily getting booked for TV shows that I'm interested in. So now I can watch you on YouTube. I thought it was great. I thought it was awesome. So, but like, because the celebrities that are truly like, I guess, that are commercial, yeah, I love her too. And it's also great to see her specifically because she's not putting out trash, which is something, like I said, is all you see on TV with reality TV and stuff. It's like all they do is put out trash. And it just has a very bad reputation, specifically on African Americans. And I don't identify with 95% of it. It's just not even the way I live my life day to day. So it's like, I just can't keep watching this. It's like actually draining on my own spirit. So that's why I turn to YouTube. So if I get to see somebody like A. Marie, who has a beautiful voice and who's talented, but she's not mainstream right now, I still get to like make that connection with her. I feel like celebrities with channels give them a bit more freedom to show and do what they want, because a lot of us... Right, exactly. That's good too. Yes, that's true. So like people like, who else? Jordan Sparks. She has a channel. Love her. Love her, love her, love her. She is not popping in the music industry right now, and she's tried to revive a couple times. Cute stuff, but she's not like at the top of the charts right now. She has a cute little YouTube channel where she like bakes things, and I was like, oh, that's cute. And it like seems like it really suits her. Like her whole show is very nicely done, very classy, very tasteful. I'm like, I'm with it. I'm gonna watch all your videos. And I'm trying to think of somebody else who's like a famous singer, isn't normally, who used to be like super famous and now they're kind of falling off, but they started YouTube. Those are the only two that like are jumping out at me right now, like A. Marie and Jordan Sparks. But they both have channels with like cute content that I'm actually interested in. Who's another person? I didn't know that. Like I like what's her name? Tamara Mari. So she's on TV now, but before she got on the reel, she kind of like took a hiatus there. And so she I love watching this live. You're so... Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I was just thinking about it because I was in somebody else's live and they posted like, make sure that you are still connected with the people you've already made connections with. And what I realized when I was just looking at my analytics, the number of subscribers I've lost in the number of subscribers YouTube is telling me I lost within the last 30 days is like outrageous. And so I was looking at it and I was like, I really don't think that many people have like said, oh, I'll subscribe to you, and then gone back and hit the unsubscribe button. And I don't, in some cases, people are doing that. Absolutely. Absolutely. However, the number of subscribers I lost, I really don't think they're doing that. So I feel like YouTube is unsubscribing people. And so I just was like, oh, I should be thoughtful and make sure, because it could really mean something. Hey, Tiffany, how are you? Thanks for joining. Don't forget to thumbs it up. I just wanted to make sure that What are your plans for getting your watch time up? I feel like for me, I never had any like watch time goals when I started YouTube because I didn't even know it was a thing. So I never had any plans. The only commitment that I ever made to YouTube when I first started YouTube was to do YouTube, whatever that meant, for 2 years while I was in grad school. I was like, okay, I need a hobby and a creative outlet because and I'm in school full time. So I need like something I can do to like soothe my creative juices or whatever. And so I was like, oh, okay, YouTube, I could do this. And it's been so much fun, like trying out every type of video I could find. It's been fun to like see what that looks like. So I never had any. The only thing I knew when I started YouTube was that the way YouTubers sucked me in was by being consistent. It's like you don't really even have to be talking about anything significant. Like I said, Valencia's life, I've literally watched her for 3 or 4 years. I'm watching this girl go to Walmart. Like, she's not doing anything spectacular. She barely even travels. She doesn't even have travel vlogs. So she's not like flying on jets and she's not buying Louis Vuitton. She's literally going to Walmart and taking care of her kids. And I'm like hooked forever. I'm hooked forever. Effective and to have the engagement that it takes to be successful on YouTube, you have to just be consistent. That was literally the only commitment that I made the only commitment I made with my channel. I was like, I'm just going to try it for 2 years until I graduate from grad school. So that's my only plan at this moment. I genuinely don't have goals for subscribers until I found out that you needed 1,000 to be able to monetize. And I was like, oh crap. So at least got to have 1,000. So as long as I can hold on to my 1,000, and that's why I said, make sure you're still connected to the people that you're connected to, because we are the foundation for each other. We are everybody that you're subscribed to. It's not just a click. It's not just a number. You are actually the foundation for whether or not somebody else can succeed or not. You're a part of that, 1,000th of that. And that should mean something to you. And so that's why I wanted to make sure that I am still connected with people that I make connections with, because I'm a part of your foundation. You're a part of my foundation. And I think it's something special, even if most people don't. It's like, and I've literally too, and I can see the shift. I'm watching other people's growth, and I can see some people who are growing who literally, they're focusing on, we are genuinely all in this together, and we're literally each other's support. We're literally each other's foundation, It's like you literally, as one individual, as one subscriber to everybody else, could make or break them from being able to qualify to monetize if that's their goal, because it's not everybody's goal to monetize. So I just wanted to make sure that I am doing my part by staying connected with the people that have connected with me, because I appreciate it, because you're literally my foundation. And especially when YouTube decides it wants to take 3 and 4 away from you when you wake up, it's like that one could make or break you. So yeah, I guess that's it for my rant. I feel like I'm ranting, but it's just really, that was my only goal personally, just to be consistent for 2 years. And so I've committed to that. I've been consistent for 6 months. And so it's really nice to see what the next 18 months will bring, or if I get tired of this. So right, I think that people who want to be serious about monetizing should also be getting their own business and products to sell. YouTubers make more money. YouTubers make more money when they do that. Yeah, it's been all of you in here a few hours. I will go watch and comment on the channel. It's just like, yeah. It's like some people literally, like for me, when I started YouTube, I was like, because I just work. Literally all I do is go to work, and then I spend all the rest of my time studying because I'm in grad school. And I was like, I need something creative to do. Like I need an outlet, because some people paint, some people ski, some people golf, some people swim, some people, fish. And I didn't have like anything, It's like I occasionally paint, as you can see, occasionally, but that's not something I do like weekly and regularly. So I've had like so much fun just exploring, all the different types of, just like bringing you along for my journey. That's why I named my channel TheTiffieJourney. So I've enjoyed that, and it's fun to share because you have people doing the same thing and people doing different things. And it's been nice. Okay, not professionally paint. My painting is like, I paint night. So you're probably talking about painting for real. I paint night. I'm really good at paint night. I can tear up a paint night. And I like watching people painting, especially when you're stressed out with grad school. I'm working on product development, writing a book and a website. Yeah. See? And that's YouTube can give you the opportunity to meet people that are doing in your industry, and you can bounce ideas and stuff off each other, and it can also help you connect to people who you otherwise would never cross with paths with physically in the street, which is great. And so I've met many people through my journey who live in my city that I would have never met because we don't work in the same place. We don't live on the same side. We don't eat at the same restaurants. I never would have met them. And now I'm like, there you are. And when you go to other places, because you meet people in other cities, you realize like you have like a connection there already. So they can tell you like, hey, don't go here, don't go there. Or if you get lost or stranded, you never know, like they can help you. So it's a great network. Hey, Joseph, how are you doing? Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for thumbsing up. What are you doing? You're not watching the game? I'm sure there's like a game on, right? So Joseph, have you made sure that you have gone back to connect with everybody that you've initially connected with? Because I know YouTube has its mind of its own and does what it wants to. With all of the purging and stuff, I think it's important just to make sure that you're, having the integrity that you, Saints versus Rams. Okay. I'm actually relaxing with my son. It's been a really work for me in a weekend. Okay. Well, that's good. You're getting some relaxation. I think, yeah, I was just saying, for me, somebody said it in the live I was in, like, make sure you're connected with people you're already connected with. And I was like, duh. Like, you got to take a second to stop and just think about that. Because we are literally the foundation for each other. With our channels, we are literally the foundation for each other. And it's always good to have like the integrity to go back and make sure that you're still connected. If it's something just as simple as making sure you're still subscribed, like, because YouTube has definitely unsubscribed me from people's channels. And so I think that's important. So I just wanted to kind of come on here and say that and kind of put that message out. Like, make sure you're still, because I know it's hard. We have work, school, families, all of this other stuff. So it's hard to physically watch everybody's video every single day. It's just impossible. It is physically impossible. Like, I genuinely, for myself, because I haven't told anybody I'm doing YouTube, really, only literally a handful of people know I'm doing YouTube. Like, there is no physical possible way for me to watch every video posted by everybody that I'm subscribed to every single day. That's physically impossible when I'm working full-time and in school full-time and trying to be a creator on my own. It's like trying to be a creator itself is a full-time job. Just with coming up with ideas, recording, and posting, it's a full-time job. So at a minimum, what I can do to make sure that I am being a support to everyone who's been a foundation for me is to just go back really quick and make sure I'm at least still subscribed. Because YouTube definitely has unsubscribed me from people. And I'll go back and be like, wait a minute, I didn't do this. How did this happen? And so I know if it's happening to me, I know it's happening to other people with me. And so I just wanted to like take some time to make sure that I'm still being supportive. See, my first 100. That's good. That is so exciting. That's great. Congratulations. I hope you're enjoying this process. I've been enjoying this process a lot since I've started the YouTube process. It's been fun. It's literally been fun to, and I was telling somebody actually too, on top of it being fun, recording and coming up with ideas and playing around with editing, it's also helped me with public speaking. I've done speech and stuff in terms of public speaking, but sometimes when you're recording videos, you can have like a plan for the video, and then it can end up going a completely different way once you're in the moment. And so it's really helped me with like impromptu speaking practice, because sometimes you're literally recording impromptu. Really, something could just happen to you. You'd be like, this is great. This is a great video. I have to get this content. So it wasn't even planned to begin with. So that's something that literally translates back to my professional career that I think is great. So yeah, what's everybody having for dinner? I'm actually going to go get myself something in a little bit. I am pretty hungry. I never realized how many times I say and so. Yeah, right. So I say so, and you know what's funny? When I'm actually public speaking in real life, I don't say or so. But when I'm recording these videos, let me tell you, it's like so. I'm just like, Tiffany, stop. What are you doing? I'm literally watching my own video. Like, girl, oh my God, if you say so one more time. It's like awful. And I don't even do that when I'm actually public speaking. And like, that's what I said. That's what happens sometimes when you are. And it's also good to be able to see yourself speaking, to see how you come across, to see if you think you're effective. And that directly translates back to your job and professional career. If you have to present things professionally or you're a manager, like you'll actually see physically looking at yourself. This is how I come across. Maybe this was effective, maybe this wasn't. So I've actually found myself with some of my videos, like later, much later, weeks later, a month later, going back to watch my video. I end up watching my own video and I'm like, I could have done that differently. Or I should have said this instead of that. And it's good. It's great to be self-aware. It's really helpful. And that translates across like many different areas in your life. So yeah, just make sure, just take a few minutes and just when you're rotating and you see, everybody in the room, don't just immediately leave and go search for someone you don't know. Make sure you're still connected to those people because those people need you as much as you needed them. That's important. I think it's important. I think it's very, very important. And it's so nice. It's really nice to meet people from all across the world. I am so hungry. Oh my goodness, I'm realizing just how hungry I am. I need to get something. I'm trying to think. I have some leftover breakfast. Yeah, I need to go get something. So who's still in here? Anybody? Is there anybody? Wait, let's see. Oh, hi Castro, how are you? What you doing? You've been quiet. What have you been doing? What have you been up to? So what are you all doing? Are you watching TV? Have you had dinner yet? Are you playing a game? Are you watching YouTube videos? I'm like actually starving. Oop. My computer just froze. That's messed up. I'm so happy I'm off of work tomorrow. Are you all off of work tomorrow for the holiday? Is it a holiday where you are? Tomorrow's Martin Luther King Day, so we have a holiday. My computer actually just froze, so I think I'm gonna exit really quick and come back in once I figure it out. But I can't see who else is still here. Oh, my daughter just got home with my granddaughter, so I got distracted. I'm gonna spend some time with them and I'll check back with y'all later. Have a good night. All right, thank you. Tiffany, yeah, I'm gonna exit really quick because my computer froze.